Hey Rad World, welcome back to another episode of Spoiling Dead, the show where we talk about the latest Walking Dead episode. I am your host, Rebekah Erb. I am with my dudes, Daniel Murphy and Tony Walters, and this episode is brought to you by RAD THREADS, a clothing line with filmmakers in mind. You can find that at radentertainment.com/RAD THREADS. Hi guys, welcome back. I mean, you're already here. Hi Daniel, welcome back.
Hello.
How are
How's it
you?
going?
Good. How's it going over there?
Oh, it's going good.
Good.
It's going good.
Good. I like your wubba lubba dub dub shirt.
Lubba lubba dub dub.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, we're supposed to be coming back for some seasons of that, right?
I heard that, yeah.
I
some-
heard
some-
getting a couple more finally.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Maybe we could start a spoiling Rick and Morty show.
That'd be interesting, where we all just get like shit faced the whole entire time. Yes, that is what the world needs now. So last night's episode was The Tower, correct?
The Tower.
Which was another one that I thoroughly enjoyed. I really like when they bounce around a lot of the groups, and now that we're really separated, we are getting that a lot more, so that's good for me. Let's start with where King Ezekiel and Eugene and I always forget her name. It's all the new ones that I forget.
It's like Yakomi or something like that.
It's a beautiful name.
Donatello.
Donatello.
She's got a big stick, right?
Where is she?
Should be higher up than that.
Padukaville.
Yumiko.
Yumiko.
Sorry.
Yumiko. And Princess. So I just loved every single bit of it. I absolutely love what this actress is doing with this character and just the little weird eccentric things that somebody that hasn't seen another human being for the last year, I feel like possibly could do. What did you think, Dan, of this new character?
I really like her. I think she is the most positive way she could be for somebody like that, as far as how she turned out.
Yes.
I do like her inner monologue. I like the way she tries to explain how she's thinking. I think it's deep down how most of us think, and to kind of see that put into words, and then to see Eugene and King Ezekiel both being, relating to her in their own way. I think she's a perfect mixture of those two, actually.
I think so too.
Probably with a little bit of badass bitch thrown in as well. So maybe that the three people that found her are actually kind of, mix them up. You've got her, in a weird way. But I like the new character. A nice positive kind of thing. I feel like she could be an essential part of the team, and
I think so too.
I think
so too.
Connecting the two communities, maybe,
Yeah, because like you said, she's the best version that could have turned out in the situation that she's in. So given the fact that she does
psycho
exactly, yeah, and given the fact that she has morals and she wants that human connection, and she's just scared that she's going to mess things up again, speaks volumes in that she's going to be an asset to our side. But
you can almost imagine her kind of talking to herself for all this time, planning how this meeting's going to be. I won't point my gun, I'll hold it this way, and I'll just act like this. And that she's had it, you could tell she had a plan.
Totally.
But she was so in her own head, like most of us are, that she screwed it up and kind of, blubbed it up a bit.
I feel like
that's reality.
I feel like for me, she annoys me like how Eugene used to annoy me when he first started on the show.
Same thing. He gets them to run around like that.
Right.
He took them on a
But
chase.
eventually, Eugene grew on me, and I enjoyed his character. So I think the same will probably happen with this girl too.
yeah.
He totally called her out for exactly that. I think when he said, you won't trust her, but you really do have the wheels, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't let me down.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I'm thinking, surely it's not cars. I mean, I guess maybe we'll get a cool little Glenn Easter egg thing. But once the bikes, I was like, of course. It was perfect little ending to their little segment.
The Glenn car would have been kind of neat,
right. Yeah, from season 1 where he had his little joyride
it's
and
the Breaking Bad car to start with, wasn't it? And
yeah.
It made it into
yeah.
Cool.
But
opportunity.
Right. But the landmines were an interesting little flair to the episode, and I really enjoyed that. Poor horse.
Poor horse.
That's too bad. That I always
It's just one
hate.
horse, though. There's another one lurking around.
There is.
Maybe.
It is, but sometimes
Or
it's
parts
just
of it.
yeah. Sometimes it's harder when animals die, you know, on shows than when humans do. It just kind of hits harder sometimes.
They were really super duper then relying on these wheels to get the heck out of there.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. So we I don't want to skip ahead too far, but as far as this particular group in the sneak peek, they kind of looked a little concerned on the road when they were riding up to, I feel like, at their destination. What do you think as far as like their facial expressions from that sneak peek? Do you feel like Stephanie is going to be another problem at first, or do you think she's going to be here to help like right away?
I just don't know now, and the reason I don't know now because of the sneak peek and what we've seen in the sneak peek. It's kind of made me think about what this next place could be and who's there, and if they maybe knew all along that Eugene was cool because, you know, of another person that might have already been with them. So it's like, I don't really know what to expect with that now.
Right, and that's how I was thinking too.
Which is good. And I'm glad they did that in a way because we are getting short in an episode.
Yes.
But the sneak peek and the way they did, that was pretty sneaky of them.
It was.
Even though we knew that was coming, but the way they've integrated it in, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it definitely got me pumped up. It was a very well-made, like, little sneak peek, and I'm glad that they gave us more since we don't know when we're gonna get this season finale. But even then, it looks like it's a cliffhanger just for another cliffhanger.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, and I don't know when they would have revealed her, but if you and I are right about whoever that masked person is, that person showed up in the next episode anyway, which was originally going to be the finale. So
yeah.
Right. Well, that's what she's saying, is that it's a cliffhanger.
Right.
It's just coming back for one episode. Well, it's just coming back for one episode, so you're just coming back to give us. It's a cliffhanger, just to come back and give us another cliffhanger.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Because they're not coming out with a new season this year, right? Because of everything that's going on. Right.
Well, it depends on how things go, I guess, if they're able to.
Depends on what they've already got shot. If they can come back for a few episodes or a half a season or something. But I think that their production usually starts around now.
Right. So let's touch up on Beta and where he's at. He takes the whole entire herd to Alexandria. And once I saw the windmill, I'm just like, oh, no. Like, he's at Alexandria. Like, who's left? Like, is everybody out? Like, where did we leave?
That's exactly where my mind was scrambling to, like, okay, what they got going on?
Yeah. So seeing Aaron and Paducahville. See, when I don't take notes, I don't remember.
Enid's lover.
He was Enid's lover, and he was a savior.
He was a savior.
Paducahville. Anyway, seeing them made us realize that they actually have a battle plan in place.
Yeah.
And I knew that they would have a plan, but I didn't think it was going to be so militant, as it were.
They've been through this before.
I know that, but
I'm a little shocked to see how one step ahead they were. But when I did, I'm like, all right, they would be one step ahead.
Right.
At this point, for sure.
You would want to be.
Yeah, and they've got some inside information now because they've got Negan.
Ahead.
Right. I just thought where they were with everything, the progression of everything, that they didn't really have a chance to be one step ahead. So it was like really nice seeing that they're in fact several steps ahead. But I wonder.
That cat ran out in front of them.
I know, that made me so mad. But I wonder, like, even with that, why did they know or figure that they would head to Oceanside? And why is the cat, how do I put this? How does Beta know that cat was at that place? Like, why is the cat...
All Beta realizes is the cat's going, obviously, somewhere where he's being fed. So people must be there. The cat's living and surviving because something's feeding it, keeping it alive. Humans, let's check it out. I think that's more what that was.
Okay.
But as far as him going to Oceanside, he's just checking off all the places, and then along the way, comes along.
Right. Which,
I mean, most guys are distracted by a little pussy, but
Ew, that was a good one. But then Aaron calls back on the radio, like, hey, they're going to Oceanside, plan whatever, on to the next step. So I'm just curious on how they came to the conclusion that he would go to Oceanside.
I think he was just heading off in that direction.
In that direction, yeah.
That's naturally the next place to go to after Alexandria.
Yeah, I think they were heading off that direction.
Did just say that, not that he heard it, but it just the way.
So it's like a natural, like, Alexandria's first, and then next on the trail, on the road is Oceanside
in that
type
direction.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then in the sneak peek, the guy that messed up Michonne and all that stuff, and it looks like he is back at Oceanside, and Oceanside is empty.
Right.
So they are in on the plan, just going through, not finding anybody. Well, that was going to be the plan, but now they are at the hospital that was part of the whole Savior battles. That's where Rick got Gracie, if I remember correctly.
That's where
Rick got Gracie.
What's his name was?
Yeah, and Morales was.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
It looks the same, at least. I don't know.
It's just this very horror movie. All these zombies coming towards this broken down hospital. It's just got everything scary. It's right there. It's all you want.
Yeah.
You got the unstoppable boss zombie, all the zombies, the broken down hospital. Yeah, it's building up to something we don't know when we're gonna get to see.
It's awesome. It's awesome, and they still had like a little bit of suspense in the episode with, of course, the landmines, but then Judith going on with Daryl. Anytime I see her out and about doing things, it just makes me nervous. But I absolutely loved that little bit with her and Daryl. It's just, of course, like, she's not going to tell him about Rick because, she's scared that he's going to leave, and that's her Uncle Daryl, and it's just, that was probably my favorite part of the whole episode, besides Princess. I really like her.
I just can't get over how good of an actress that girl is.
I know. I mean, I think those are real tears. Like, I mean,
she is absolutely brilliant.
She really is. And then there's like I'm sure, did you watch Talking Dead last night?
I watched the first 10 minutes.
Okay. She had a little bit about this episode and Judith's mindset and everything, and she's just a proper young lady that just sits up straight, is very well spoken. She does. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's perfect casting. It's incredible.
Yeah. So I think that she definitely can take care of herself out in the wild, and Daryl sees that. But she
wouldn't have killed that person either.
No, she wouldn't have.
Different. So that could have been a danger to her. But she's got to learn where that line is for herself.
Absolutely.
She's got to make her decisions on how it goes. And in Daryl's mind, he's done so many of these. He wasn't wrong, was he? She was going to die there in pain. Mm-hmm. He did her a favor, really.
Well,
he did what she asked him to do.
Well, because I think she wanted to walk afterwards. I think she wanted to turn into a walker.
Afterwards.
Oh, I thought she said
she doesn't want to be a zombie after how I took that. So that's why he got her in the head. He did her a favor in that sense, in the world that they all live in.
Yeah, I thought she said, please, I want to be a walker after. I thought she was asking for that.
I thought that's what she said too.
I don't want to walk after.
Okay.
I'll have to watch it back, but that's what I took.
That definitely changes things, I think. I'll have to go back and do another watch and see what she says.
The way Daryl acts is
I thought she was saying that she wanted to be a walker, and he shot her in the head so she couldn't be. Yeah. I thought it was like a dick move kind of thing.
Now I'm pretty curious because that makes it very different.
Right.
But
in the eyes of Judith, it makes it very different.
It
Definitely.
does. It really does. And, as far as...
But either way, the outcome's the same, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Shoot her in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Yeah. Poor Judith, though. The cracks are forming, and her little sweet, innocent baby face is a sweet, innocent baby face anymore.
in real life, we keep things from our children to protect them, right? In this crazy reality,
you can't do that.
There's things you definitely have to keep from them to protect them, and then ultimately, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to show them at some point, or they're gonna die.
And I completely agree. Like,
so they have to come up with their own set of rules and their own judgment. And Judith's definitely got a good mind.
Yeah,
so if it's coming to the fact that she's going to be the one that runs the show, then she'll.
But
I feel like another character went through this. Was it Carl, or was it like who went through this?
Definitely Carl. Yeah.
It was right and wrong to kill people.
Yes.
Carl had witnessed shame.
I mean, they do that kind of with all the kids, because Carl went through it, and then so did the little girls that Carol killed.
Yeah. Wow. Henry kind of went through it.
Yeah, Henry kind of went through it too.
I like how you said your thing earlier, Dan, was like, nowadays in this world, we keep things to protect our kids. But in like this post-apocalyptic world, you have to show them things and not keep things from them to protect them. And it's
just have to know at some point, and obviously in the to us that she's too young to us.
Yes.
But to them who have lived through it and seen kids die and whatnot, like, they got to know.
Yeah, they have to know.
Judith wants to know. She knows already. She just needs to be shown.
Absolutely. And then with the sneak peek and like the kid part with that and Father Gabriel, I absolutely love that. He was like,
the 5 fingers.
5 fingers. She's like, with the Feaslers, they're nothing. When he
holds up the last one to the others.
I know, it's so good. So,
like, why are these guys all keeping secrets from each other, though? You got him writing letters, and you've got Carol sneaking around with Negan, but if it wasn't happening, they may all be dead.
Yeah, but I think that they were always sending letters to Maggie. I think that was always
established. I feel like in the first episode of the time jump, they were like writing a letter to Maggie.
Yeah, like when she was gone for the first time.
Okay. That totally jives. So do you think she shows up as some kind of masked samurai warrior?
I don't think that's her.
I really do think it's her, because I feel like a condition of coming back would be, I want to be more badass or something like that. So because everybody's got these little things now, right? So why wouldn't Maggie have gone off and trained with, maybe at this camp there's some samurai guys like itching to just teach people shit. So she learned.
But I just feel like wherever Maggie's
and the mask is just to conceal that it's her. Like, it's too obvious for it to not be her for me.
But
I'd like to see something new.
Because like in the sneak peek with the hat part, that is her just like finding out that it happened, and then she goes and prepares and
saves old one hand.
I know. I don't think it's her, because I feel like wherever she's at, she's bringing an army with her. Like, I don't think she's just vigilanting it out.
What if it's Carol's superhero? The lone wolf. They've established it. It's Carol.
But
she sneaks off and she wears the mask.
But Aaron definitely sees somebody that he knows.
Yeah, and that's gotta be
end.
Her. I think. I'm 99% on her.
But
put me down.
At the end of the episode.
What if it's Connie?
Totally not Connie. It's totally not Connie, because she would not be in that state. She's
covered herself completely, so we can't see the color of her skin.
Where'd she get this stuff, and why is she so clean?
I just like to knock Dan's numbers around. I don't think it's Connie either. I just
87% Maggie.
But here's the thing with the Aaron thing. At the end of the episode, when the herd was. Yeah, at the end of the episode, when the herd was switching, turning, and then the group of whispers came and surrounded him, they're like, oh, shit. And then his facial expression shifted, and he saw somebody that he knew.
In the sneak peek, though, that's the person with the mask that shows up,
right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the person that takes out that
Because the thing that's on his shoulder, like, it's like a knife blade on his shoulder, right? Like, at the end of that scene, like, when he, like, looks at somebody, it's like there's, like, a blade in the frame. I think it's that same curved blade.
It's a gun.
I'll have to another thing.
It's a gun. No, she's right. It's a huge gun.
It's a huge gun, and none of the whispers have huge guns.
And the person didn't look like they were masked or gloved. It just looked like a regular person with a big gun.
Yeah, and whispers, they don't have big guns. And he knew the person.
The sneak peek then, because the sneak peek shows that same moment.
Right, but them being saved by the samurai.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
well, not
that's
just
Maggie's army. Maggie's got a partner with a gun.
Oh,
right?
well,
She
not
built
just
the
that.
Or maybe Maggie's got the gun, and then this other dude.
Yeah,
But why are they starting
right.
with Whisperers though?
So,
Well, no. Here's the thing. She read the letter and explains who the Whisperers are. There's this group that wears
So is she like
masks.
infiltrating the Whisperers?
Yeah. She's been there for a while, just getting to that moment, and then wham! Right when she's needed,
Heck yeah.
she saves the day.
There's something. There's something clever
It's
here.
definitely okay. It's 50% her. 50%. Took me out of that one.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because now we know there's two people. We just figured it out. It has to be.
Oh, that's so good. I like that.
Hey, maybe the gun is a connection to Princess. She has a mighty huge gun for somebody that shouldn't have one. Where are they getting these big guns from?
I thought that at a moment too, but
New World Order giving her a gun? There's a gun.
Hey, speaking of New World Order, we also got a glimpse into how this new show is tied in with what Rick and everything's going on.
Which is
crazy.
Crazy. When that was playing, he was asleep. And
No, it wasn't.
Like,
that played during the regular broadcasting.
Broadcast.
We all theorized that that's how it was going to be, and
that's
now
awesome.
They showed this trailer. It's freaking great.
But also,
yeah, it makes me want to watch it now too.
Also, did I don't remember what happened to Dwight. Did he just leave? Did Dwight just leave?
I think so. He had the option, right?
Because he was just given the way out, wasn't he? Like, he was just kind of like, he had a moment to just disappear, and he did.
Okay,
then he showed up in Fear.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw him and his wife, Sherry.
In that trailer,
yeah. So that was surprising.
Well, because that happens after all this, doesn't it? And if Fear and Walking Dead are on the same kind of timeline, it's coming up to this new show. I think that's kind of why it's been pushed back, because I think that the end of this next episode reveals something that is important to the show and maybe even to the movies. I don't know if the movies are even happening. Damn it, just when it got good, they're stopping it again.
Yeah, well, this time it's not their fault, really.
Man. But I mean, I like the stones that they're setting. I hope that the masked person pans out.
What if the masked person is just like Morgan or something?
That could be cool.
Man, don't do that to me.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be incredible.
I would be okay with that.
Same stature as him.
Yeah.
He's still alive. Right?
And his moves, like Morgan totally has moves like that.
Maggie. 6% Morgan.
I like that a lot. What if it's Heath?
Heath was too tall. I didn't see any.
Heath's gone. Heath's gone. I don't think we're ever going to figure out what.
Oh no, I think we're going to get Heath only because they showed him in that stupid flashbacky kind of sequence with Michonne. So I think we're gonna get Heath back only because exactly. Why would they bring him back to exactly to refresh our memory of this character if we're not gonna see him?
New show. Maybe he's in the new show.
Maybe he's in the new show. Yeah.
Okay, he's in the new show.
Maybe he's either in the new show or he's in the Rick movie.
Would he be an A or would he be a B?
See, I'm really intrigued by this.
I'm thinking he's gonna be a C.
Whoa.
Whoa, what's a C?
Low blow. Exciting stuff.
Going 50% C.
50% C. Okay. Cool. I think A.
Yeah.
I think A. I think he's an A. If Rick is a B, Heath is an A.
But what is it all about?
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. Did you guys enjoy the episode?
I really did. It's like I just said. Just when the show really did start, it's starting to get really good, and I like it when a show's answering questions and giving us stuff, and then it's just entertaining right now.
Absolutely.
And then with these little hints of Rick still there, you know he's coming back at some point in some way, and the fact that Daryl is this close to knowing that Rick was alive.
I know. I kind of just a little bit in me.
She lies to everyone. She lied to her mother. She lied to Uncle Daryl. She should be punished.
She needs a spanking. Go to her room. She's grounded.
Liar.
I understand why she didn't. However, I wish that she did, just so I can see Daryl's reaction.
Group. She's already doing it. Like, That's the whole thing with her. I feel like
Judith. She has a lot to learn.
She's learned so much already.
She has. She's going to be like the crazy superhero of the group that can just like do anything and beat anybody, and she's just going to be like
she's going to be
unstoppable.
those artist like drawings of what Carl would be as an adult, where he was all just like this total badass with a samurai sword and all this, and like an eye patch on stuff.
It's going to be more like she's going to be like Puss in Boots. She'll just stand there and... How can you resist that kid? Like, you don't want to kill that kid. Once you have your first instincts to kill that kid, you should be killed, and she should already know that and killed you already because she instinctively caught onto your instincts.
Yes. So many yeses. Well, is there anything like points that you guys want to make, or anything that you particularly liked in the episode?
No, I think my biggest thing with the episode was just I expected it to be a little bit more on the war side of things, which it was, but it was on like the back end of it, you know what I mean?
Right.
I expected this to be kind of like the big battle episode, and then they were going to come back with the conclusion of it. So I, not necessarily that I was disappointed, because I did enjoy the episode, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting for being like this kind of season mid-second break finale, whatever you want to call it.
Part 1, season finale.
Yeah.
Part 1.
Yeah, season finale, part 1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, especially with how they were promoting it, like, and marketing it the last week. It seemed like we're going to get a lot more action.
Even in the synopsis of the episode, it sounded like it was more.
One thing we forgot to talk about, and I do like the fact that they used this episode to show how Beta is changing mentally, and how the group's doubting him, and how he's hearing these voices, and he's just letting his own crazy mind control his judgment, even though he's been right so far, but whatever. But that's nice to see how Beta, it's like, the Freddy Krueger movies. You can't be killed, but you take his power away, that's how you kill him. Like, they're giving you a way to kind of defeat him psychologically, maybe, I don't know. But he's his weakness now, isn't it?
Definitely.
You bring up a good point. Like, with all of that and the Whispers doubting him, maybe it's his own people that take him down.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they just all swarmed him and just all consumed him, like just the zombies?
That would be awesome.
I feel like, there's a lot of fun stuff coming, and it sucks that we have to wait for it, because it does look like next episode, like Tony said, maybe is more battle. Mm-hmm. But I like the build up with him checking out the places and just showing, what's driving Beta right now.
Absolutely.
There was some stuff I heard though that I was questioning. I thought at one point, when some of the whispering, I can't understand some of the muffled whispering.
Right.
Same.
One thing I kind of remember him saying, and I can't remember if he said Negan or if he said something else, but it was like some of his motivators, the whispers, I couldn't understand, but.
Yeah, that was the one thing that was kind of annoying to me, is I couldn't quite understand them. I liked the, like...
I guess I don't talk zombie.
Right? I liked that they didn't kill that woman, which I think ended up being the one that Daryl killed anyway.
Yeah.
But exactly. Back on that, I guess, she said that she was running away. Isn't that...
Yeah, that's why I feel like she said, I don't want to walk after this, or whatever.
Right.
I don't want to walk again. I think she said, but
that totally makes sense, because the Whispers things.
Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like,
and
that's like the Whispers things is like, if you're dead, you're turning after so you can be a part of the herd.
Right. And she didn't want to keep following him, so she's like, just kill me.
Yep.
Get ahead, please.
I think you're right on that one, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yes, we solved that mystery, at least. So,
but I like that they've given us a lot of answers. I like that there's so much possibility and hope and excitement, and also some scary stuff coming. Like, they've done a good job in leaving us hanging, giving us some morsels to keep us.
But at least I think, didn't you say that they have a full season ready to go for A World Beyond?
I believe so. The way they're promoting it, they sure do.
Okay.
I really am tempted with all this to finally go back and watch Fear. and watch it back and start.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to be important now. I feel like now with especially with Morgan, maybe this whole
yeah,
Morgan
like
thing.
it's so intertwined with first Morgan and now Dwight and Sherry. I'd be interested in.
I feel like we're
checking
missing
that
out
out
a little bit on some morsels.
I think so too.
Meh.
So.
Meh.
I'll let you know.
Fun stuff.
Tiger King finished. There's nothing else left on the internet to watch.
Speaking of which, we finished the Tiger King just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Man, that's a whole nother 2-hour discussion, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Spoiling Tiger King.
Yeah. Spoiling King. Oh man. So besides like watching pretty epic documentaries about crazy tiger owners, what else are you doing, Dan? Starting any new hobbies or anything?
I fixed my floor the other day.
Nice. I'm sure that was satisfying.
Not really. I mean, it's all right. It's fixed, so I've been quite handy. But other than that, just no. I'm playing Resident Evil 3.
Nice.
Until Nemesis jumps out and I get mad at it because he scares me.
That's
Little
funny.
bits.
That's so funny.
What about you, Becca Boo? What
about you? Not a whole lot. I don't know. I've been really getting into the kitchen a lot more. I've been cooking and baking and things
Becca,
of the
you're
sort.
an excellent cook. Becca.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to try do more like homemade things. Like I'm going to bake bread tomorrow, and I think I'm going to bake either a pie or some cookies. So I think I'm going to try...
Not to be able to come over.
I know! And I think I'm going to try and whack at homemade noodles too. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, just, whatever.
Yep.
Drinking my wine.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe tonight you can make a sex tape.
Whoop.
Hey. That's how we're going to,
afford the bills
financially,
right now.
make it through this quarantine.
I mean, it's a form of entertainment.
Leaked.
Yeah, leaked. Fresh from Tony's hard drive after he uploaded it. Just leaked right out of there through the cable.
We're on to something here. We are on to something.
You have a really nice camera.
We do. There's no excuse now. But we are, speaking of camera, we are going to be making another short sometime this week. It won't be a sex short, but there's going to be some other sorts of magic in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your twinkle hands, Becca.
My twinkle hands.
They really do make me want to see it. Like, oh, it sounds exciting.
Intrigue. Other than that, same old, staying home, unfortunately.
Yeah.
On lockdown.
Staying home as much as I can. We're working on... I'm kind of working on a kind of a vloggy kind of video. I need to finish editing. That's about the computer I built. So that's that
stuff.
one. Yeah.
But
It's good to see you guys still working on some goodies.
Trying to.
Yeah. But this is sad. I don't know how to even remotely close this. When will we be back?
Well, that's a good call. We'll be back when Walking Dead. I think we're gonna do that new show, right? We're gonna do World Beyond.
We'll check into a World Beyond, making sure that is ready to roll and they have a full season. And if it is, we will be back for Spoiling Beyond.
Beyond the spoil.
Beyond the spoil.
Well, beyond the spoiling.
Whatever we
Beyond the
decide.
world.
Yes, whatever we decide to name it, we will be back to just talk about zombies in the post-apocalyptic world, because that's what we need right now is,
We need zombies right now, Becca. That would be
I think it would be the perfect little
if
flare.
zombies showed up right now,
Then it'd be we would be the ones that survived. Yeah,
good to go.
We would be good to go, because
If this were a real thing.
see, I prepared you guys for this, putting you in the mindset.
You predicted it.
I predicted
Put
it.
it out there, and now it's happening. Zombies.
That's how it works. Words are a powerful thing.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Spoiling Dead. We will be back sometime in the later weeks with another spoiling type show. We hope you are well and safe. Stay inside and check on your loved ones. We'll see you later.